Welcome, you absolute legends. I am former phrase. I am Pete. I am back, and yes, I'm out bloody side, which is a phenomenal thing because last couple of days it's been absolutely treacherous in the world of England, and if you're in England, you know. But today I want to talk about the house of Yves Saint Laurent, and quite frankly, it's a bit underrated because most people go, "Oh well, my favorite house is Dior or Chanel or whatever." I think Yves Saint Laurent is not getting enough love, so I'm gonna give it some love today. And I'm going to start off with my 10 fragrances that I love from this house. I've got 3 honourable mentions as always, so I'm going to crack straight on into this, starting with this little beauty. Now this one was a limited time release and I'm so grateful to have this. It's Rive Gauche Light. Oh my god. Oh, it's just a rise uptake version of the original Rive Gauche, which was, I think it was like late 70s, early 80s. This was a limited time release. I'm so grateful to have this. But in this, star anise, it's got some mint in there, some patchouli in it. It's a really invigorating fragrance. If you can find this, I promise you, it's a little bit floral, it's a little bit lighter, but my god, am I so grateful to have this in my collection. It's an amazing fragrance, massively, no one talks about it, but it was a limited time release, and I'm very happy to have it in my collection. My first honourable mention. Second honourable mention, and this has been discontinued for a long time. It was done by Tom Ford, and it's just a stunning masterpiece. It's the original M7, and this one, oh, it's a beast of a fragrance. It's oody, it's dark, it's sexy. I mean, as you can see, I've gone through quite a bit of it already, but I'm gonna back it up because, quite frankly, I don't want to go through it all because it's in a vintage bottle and I don't want to lose it. But it's just an amazing fragrance. If you find it, and I'm talking like less than, I don't know, 150 quid, and you really want to get it, you can do. But I'll show you an alternative to this. Amazing fragrance from number 2 with my special honourable mentions. God, I need to get my head into gear. Third one is again an older fragrance, and it's called M7 Ood Absolute. Now this is kind of the variation on from that one, but again this is getting harder to find, so that's why it's on here. It's got mandarin, oud, patchouli, sith, and myrrh, and it tells me on the side. How outrageous is that? But yeah, again, this is a really beastly, it's a sexy fragrance. It's brilliant in fall and winter. The juice colour is immense. It's like quite dark. I don't think you can see it very well. Amazing fragrance. So those are my 3 honourable mentions. So we're going to just crack straight on into the top 10. And number 10 is one of the fragrances that really got me into Yves Saint Laurent. Probably about 10 years ago. And I didn't really start collecting, but this one was a beautiful one. It's L'Homme, the original from 2006. Ginger, apple, very gentlemanly fragrance. It's quite frankly an amazing fragrance. Still can be had today, still reasonably priced. It works pretty much all year round. It works particularly well in spring and summer, which is we're about to come into, which, so again, if you want to buy this and you want to smell like a class act, please do. I don't think it's been reformulated that much, to be honest. So again, I would say it's a cracking first fragrance to get if you want to go into Yves Saint Laurent. It will never serve you any worse than anything else, but there's a couple of others I think are a little bit better, but this one's still a classic in my books. Number 9. Oh, okay, let's go for this one. Now, this one was a controversial one, and it's only been out 8 months, but it's bleu electrique. You can still buy this at the moment, and there is a bit of stock around. What I honestly think is going to happen is they're going to hopefully, touch wood, touch something, it's going to be re-released and it's going to be put back into the market because people are going nuts for this and the bottles are going like shit off a shovel. So it is an amazing fragrance. It's that cardamom, it's that sexy fragrance that you got from the original Nantes de L'Homme, but like I say, very much modernised. Check out my full review of this one, and again, if you find it quickly enough, pick it up. Like I say, I hope Yves Saint Laurent sends it back out there because people are really liking this. Number 8, I'm going back into the powerhouse world, and I'm talking about Kuros Silva. Now, the silver version is a little less animalic than the original. It works better in spring and definitely fall, but again, it's an animal of a fragrance. This one, people don't really gravitate towards anymore because it's just such a potent powerful. Oh, it's oody, it's leathery, it's sexy, but my god, it still works. Even after 40 years, this thing still works. Amazing fragrance, massively underrated. Kuros Silva, my number 8. Number 7. I'm going in with some refinement now. Complete another refinement. It's Tuxedo. Now, as you can see, I have hammered the hell out of this. And this was not cheap, but oh, it's just class. That's the only way I can describe it. It's classy, it's elegant, it's one of those fragrances that when you smell it, you smell like $1,000. That's the only way I can describe it. It's spicy, but it's sweet, it's sexy, and honestly, this is an absolute winner in my books. There's a few others that I could have had from this. I've got Wild Leather, I've got Caban, but this one, still for me, works a treat. So that's my number 7. Number 6. Now this one came out, got discontinued, and some reason it's like available to buy again. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm not complaining. It's Ultime, the L'Homme Ultime, the rose one, which smells amazing. It's really simple wear. It works really well in the spring. It's got rose, cedar, some vetiver. It's a classy fragrance, and honest to God, it works so well. I'm so happy to have this in my collection, but I'm hoping it doesn't get discontinued completely off the face of the planet, but no, my luck, it probably will. But I'm happy to have this one. It's a cracking fragrance, so please, if you find it, pick it up. Excuse me. Moving on to the top 5, and this one, should be no surprise to anyone. This one came out, what, 4 years ago. It took the market and slapped it around the face and went, oi, I'm here now. It's Eau de Parfum. Now, the original EDT, I think, came out in 2017, but this one is where it really kicks in. It's amazing. It's the apple top fragrance. It's sexy. It's, quite frankly, the best all-rounder from the Y line, apart from Live, which is quite good. Le Parfum's a bit more mature, but this one works for pretty much everyone. I couldn't not have it in. It's an amazing fragrance. If you want to have a quick dumb reach fragrance that literally anyone can use anytime, any place, anywhere, and you want to smell amazing and you'll get compliments, this is the one for you. It'll always work. It'll work for the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. It's one of those fragrances that will be timeless. And I think Yves Saint Laurent did a fantastic job of this one. So that's my number 5. Number 4. Now this one will be a bit controversial, and this is just my taste. It's this one. It's Jazz, and I don't know anyone who talks about this anymore. You can check out my full review of this one as well. Again, it's got some patchouli, cypress, geranium, coriander, and again, on the side of the bottle, really nice. It's spicy. It may be because of my age. I think I'm getting of an age where I like a bit more mature fragrances. But younger guys, honestly, you can pull this off. It's not over expensive. It's about £50–55. It's still available quite easily. The other one that came from this was Live Jazz. That's hard to get hold of, but I've got that as well. But this one is just another classy fragrance. What I'm saying is, if you want to smell classy, Yves Saint Laurent does it for you. So that's like Jazz, not Live Jazz, Jazz. Right, number 3. Again, this is one of those fragrances I think massively underrated. It's the new version of M Summit. Now this again is easy enough to find. It's again, it's got all those notes on the side. So myrtille, it's myrrh, patchouli, mandarin. It's some oud, and it, again, massively underrated. This is why I'm putting it nearer the top than say some of the other fragrances that have come out. But this one really, for me, works well in fall and winter. Compliments, it gets it. Again, it's not a massive bottle, but if this new formulation is what they're going with, I ain't got a problem with that. The old version is amazing, don't get me wrong, but this one will work just as well. Amazing stuff from M7. Number 3. So that's 2. And for some reason, I don't know why I've done this, but I kind of like these two just as much. And the second one is Nadari de l'Homme, Le Parfum. Again, this one, it's very spicy, very sexy. Cardamon's still in there. It works really well. Performance actually is really quite good. All I can say is it's a good flanker, but then again, number one, you'll kind of know what's coming. Number one, a great fragrance. It works still to this day. So coming in at number one, yeah, and if you hadn't guessed it, it's Nadari de l'Homme, the original. Now this is my 2011 batch, which quite frankly performs phenomenally well. I've got a newer version which was 2018, and that one, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it's completely sucks. Anything before 2013-14, if you get a bottle of that, it performs like a beast. I kid you not. The cardamom in this is supremely sexy. It works for date night. Oh, it's just one of those fragrances that I love. This whole like Nadari de l'Homme line, but this one I can't say any more than it's the original. It's the best. I love it to bits. So there you go. So let me know in the comments what you think of Yves Saint Laurent, what fragrances you like, what you don't like. If I missed something that you'd like, let me know. But hold on a second, I'm missing something. Yeah, your bonus. So this is from 2011 or 12, I can't remember exactly. This is L'Homme Gingembre Cologne, and this one, it's spicy, it's sexy, it's great for spring. This one will definitely get the people going. It's got a nice enough spice in it and enough freshness in it that will work in this time of year. Unfortunately, it's been discontinued. If you can find it, and don't, like I say, keep telling you, don't have a mortgage and 4 loans for a fragrance, even if it's discontinued. It's not worth it. But if you can find it for a reasonable price, please pick this one up. It's absolutely outrageous. So my bonus one for you is L'Homme Cologne Gingembre. I might have made that wrong, but I'll put it in the description box so you can find it if you want it for future reference. As always, like I say, let me know in the comments. If you want a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, please hit me up. As always, I'm on Instagram with Fun with Fragrances. And as always, thank you to all my new subscribers. You are absolute legends in my book. Thank you so much. As always, you legends, smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.